Pyramids like these were royal tombs and were built to last forever through the back-breaking labor of tens of thousands of men. In ancient Egypt, large royal tombs were often guarded by huge statues like this one, called sphinxes, which depicted the pharaoh's head on the body of a powerful lion. Besides sphinxes, tall monuments called obelisks, covered with hieroglyphics, also were placed outside of royal tombs. Tombs were extremely important to the ancient Egyptians, for they believed that the dead person's spirit, or Ka, could survive forever inside the tomb. But for this to happen, the body had to first be preserved by turning it into a mummy. Mummies were made by specially trained priests who wore the mask of the jackal-headed god Anubis while they prepared the body for burial. They began by removing the brain, liver, lungs, intestines, and stomach. Then the organs and the entire body were completely covered with a salt mixture to dry them out. After drying for 1.5 to 2 months, the salt was removed and the body cavity was filled with fresh linen and fragrant spices. Then the body was rubbed with cedar oil. Each of the 4 organs was placed in a different clay jar, and then the body was wrapped in many layers of linen cloth, to which magical amulets were added. Finally, the mummy was placed in a coffin and taken to its tomb, which had been filled with food, clothing, and other things needed in the afterlife. At the door of the tomb, priests performed special ceremonies. One ceremony was supposed to bring the spirit back to the body, and another was designed to bring the paintings on the walls of the tomb to life. It was believed that after all these things had been done, the person's spirit would be led into the hall of judgment, where god Anubis knelt, holding the scales of justice. On one side of the scale was the person's heart, while on the other side was the sacred feather of Ma'at, the goddess of justice. If the person had led a good life, his heart was lighter than the sacred feather. But if the person had led a bad life, the heart side dropped. After the weighing was done, the ruler of the dead, the god Osiris, decided his fate. Spirits with heavy hearts were turned into demons, but those whose hearts were light and good went with Osiris to dwell forever in the land of the dead.